Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Internal Medicine Virtual Research Fair. It's disappointing that we're not able to talk and meet to all of you today, but we do appreciate the opportunity to at least share what we're doing in the laboratory with you in this virtual way. So my name is Christina Bailey, and I represent the Pulmonary Critical Care and Sleep Division. We also have a cameo appearance by Allergy, who has recently separated off to be their own division. So without further ado, I will start telling you about our researchers and the projects that are available in their laboratory. First up is Dr. Todd Wyatt. Dr. Wyatt has recently been funded to study COVID-19 and how environmental exposures impact airway infection with SARS-CoV-2. So Dr. Wyatt is particularly interested how smoking cigarettes or vaping nicotine along with heavy alcohol intake might change your risk factors for COVID-19. In addition, he's interested in how different agricultural dusts impact your risk, as well as becoming older, and then how all of these exposures interact with each other. Dr. Wyatt is using various in vitro models to try to answer these questions. So you could expect to do some cell culture work and learn more about working in the laboratory from him. Next up is Dr. Derek Samuelson's lab. Dr. Samuelson is interested in why people that drink heavily are more susceptible to getting pneumonia. He has studied this extensively in mouse models, and he knows that at least in mice, natural killer cells and the cytokine IL-22 play a large role in the development of pneumonia in alcohol-fed mice. What isn't known is if this is also true in humans. So one project that Dr. Samuelson would like to work on is in measuring the number of NK cells in human tissue from those that have alcohol use disorders and those that don't. And he'd also like to do some staining for IL-22 in these human samples. So this is a good opportunity to help Dr. Samuelson translate some of his very important mouse work into what might be occurring in humans. Next up, we're going to have Dr. Jill Poole present her research project, and she's going to narrate her own slide.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jill Poole. I am the Chief of the Division of Allergy and Immunology, and my research laboratory is adjacent to those in the Pulmonary Division on the first floor of the Durham Research Tower. I've had over 15 years of experience working with residents, fellows, and students, and my research is focused on airborne biohazards, particularly those in the agricultural setting, and how that affects lung inflammation, and how this lung inflammation due to these agricultural biohazard exposures impacts autoimmunity. We do various research techniques from mouse modeling, cell culture, micro-CT imaging, and flow cytometry. If you're interested in learning more about lung disease, please contact me at my email listed on the slide. And this experience is best suited for those interested in a career pathway in lung immunology and becoming a clinical research scientist.
And last and perhaps least is my own laboratory. So I'm interested in pulmonary innate immunity and how different exposures affect that. So some of our ongoing projects include questions such as what are the effects of using either vape or oral CBD and smoking cannabis. How does that affect the airway epithelium? And does that change your risk factors for pneumonia? I also have an epidemiological project that's just getting launched on whether heavy alcohol intake changes the risk or severity of COVID-19. So we're in the process of trying to build a database of patients that have tested positive for COVID-19 and whether or not they drank heavily. In addition, I'm interested in how aging changes your risk factors for pneumonia, and we use human airway cells as well as murine models to look at that. One unique opportunity in my laboratory is we spend a lot of time harvesting human lung cells. So intermittently, we do have a chance to do some human lung dissection. So if that's something that you would be interested in, we'd be happy to host you in our laboratory. So please contact me at kbailey@unmc.edu. And I would be happy to get you in touch with any of the laboratories we've discussed today. Thanks.